work at New Life Church and am honoured to be one of the pastors here. So I look after our young adults community and also all of our small groups. Hospitality for me is allowing people to feel welcomed. So creating environments where people feel safe, they feel valued, they feel loved, and just a place where they have a really positive experience. I love to show hospitality naturally through providing meals for people. So even if it's in a meeting at work, I always like to provide snacks. That's how you make friends quick. But just to think about the small details is really important. So I like to create a space where people feel like you've put effort into it so that they really feel like you've gone the extra mile and just feel valued and loved, and just that they have a really nice, welcoming experience. For me, hospitality is super important because one of the commandments that we're given is to love people. And I think for people to feel loved is through the act of hospitality. So love translates mainly through actions, I believe. And so when people come in to either just meet with you or come to your home or just have a coffee with you or whatever it is, if you show true hospitality to them, they walk away from it feeling loved. And so that's the biggest commandment that we're given, to love God and to love others. And it's just a real practical way to translate that love, and so that people experience the hands and feet of Jesus here. Showing hospitality to people that you get along with is super easy, but showing hospitality to people that maybe you naturally wouldn't warm to is a little bit harder. But I think this is where you can really rely on God for that. And I think whenever I've asked God to show me how they see someone or to put love in my heart for someone, I think it's one of the prayers that He loves to fulfill. And there's often times where if I'm catching up with someone or invite someone over to my house, or it might be someone's partner or a friend of a friend that perhaps I don't get along with as well, or just don't know, that's a time that I really rely on God for His help. It's also the case where it's a practice and it's a discipline. And I think that something that's really helped me with hospitality is thinking that I can provide a space for someone where they feel loved and valued. Doesn't mean that I have to be their best friend. And so the idea that I think about it in the bigger picture, that when they walk away from whatever it is that I'm showing hospitality to them in, when they walk away from that, how have they felt? Have they felt accepted and loved and valued and validated? Or have they felt like I didn't want them there? So I think it's an awesome way that God really steps in and gives us that power to do that. And it's a way that you can kind of just test your motivation as well and your agenda. It's like, are you doing this for your own sense of validation, or is it purely a way that you're serving the people around you? I think one of the lies about hospitality is that you have to go up and beyond all the time. And the bench can be set so high, even from the get-go. And so something that I think is really important when it comes to hospitality is thinking that it starts in your heart first. And it doesn't need to everything look pretty, everything doesn't have to be Instagram worthy, because at the end of the day that doesn't actually affect how people feel, it just affects what they're taking photos of. And so for me, it's really important for me to check my heart and to make sure that my motivation is right and why I'm doing it in the first place. So just keeping that big picture in mind about why we're doing what we're doing hopefully helps just lower the bench in terms of what we need to do, but rather puts the focus on why am I doing this? And that should fuel kind of our passion for it and not be too big a hurdle to have to jump over. So I really love to invite God into the space of hospitality because I think it is something that His heart is really passionate for. And what is, I think, woven all throughout the Bible is this beautiful picture of hospitality. I love that Jesus did so many of His encounters with people over a meal or at someone's home. It was obviously not only in their culture, but also in one of the ways that Jesus demonstrated ministry. And so I love that how I can show hospitality to someone can, count as ministry. And at places that is where I can show Jesus' love. He calls every one of us to love one another. And so depending on how that looks for each person, I think that we can all show that warmth and that value and that love on humankind. and it's something I think that makes God's heart smile.